this week's podcast. Today is Thursday, let's look at the calendar, 5th of September 2019, and this is episode 23 of the Curio Yarns podcast. So, hello! Okay, where you can find me. You can find me on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Ravelry, Etsy and Pinterest, all as Curio Yarns. My real name is Elly, obviously, and I come to you from Exeter in Devon, and I put out a podcast each week. So, in today's episode, I don't really have much to show you. This week has just disappeared. I don't know where it's gone. I'm sorry if you can see lights in my glasses. I'm a bit fuzzy today with my vision, so I want to keep them on. So, I have got some knitting for you and some spinning and some future sewing. And I have got a new cup. Isn't that lovely? Now, it's only from Tiger, or Flying Tiger. You know, it's a UK shop from Copenhagen. And they sell all kinds of knick-knack, you know, random stuff. Mostly cheap stuff like, I don't know, pens and pencils and rulers and fruit bowls and stuffed toys and lots of cheap stuff. But occasionally they get things like this in. And, oh, it's lovely. Now, my candles as well are from there. And they're 50p. So I went back in and stocked up. It's a lovely cup of tea. Right. So, first things first. This week, living in my Christmas bag. Because it comes sooner than you think. It is now September, which means it's what, 13 weeks to Christmas? Don't hate me. So, living in here is my Metal Heart Shawl by Ffrench, which looks like this. Ta-da! Isn't that lovely? Absolutely love this pattern. It's sort of semi-mindless knitting. So I'm using Poison, which is black, and I'm using this Venomous Kiss, which is sort of a rich tealy tonal colour. And I'm at the beginning of the row, which makes this a whole lot easier, doesn't it? So, like I said, the week had disappeared, but I moved my marker after recording last week, so I've done that much more. So it's looking like this. I love it. Absolutely love it. I can't wait to do some more on this later this evening whilst we're watching Downton Abbey. Which reminds me, we're now halfway through season 5. If you've watched it, the wedding's just happened and it was brilliant. If you haven't watched it, guess who? Guess what? So, I'm using Chowgoo size 7 US, which is a 4.5mm UK, and it's the red cables. So it's metal and they're coated plastic. The yarns are Curio yarns. And that is going back in there. So I have now done so it's one page. I am just over halfway through the body of the shawl before it goes on to the edging. Now, in an ideal world, I would love to have the body finished before I record next time. That's in an ideal world. However, the cowl started on Sunday, so I cast that on as well. So that's what I'll show you next. The cowl that we're holding, or hosting, is run... Oh, word. I'll start that again. Angela of Yarn and Yarns and I of Curio Yarns are running a joint cowl for the Mount Pleasant sweater. It is a cropped fingering weight jumper or sweater, short sleeves, and it looks like, open the pattern for that page, it looks like this. There you go. So that is it shown on a model with 2 inches of positive ease. And I'll get to the other page. There's lovely photos, and I have to be careful how I show you this. The model with the shorter hair is 2 inches positive ease, and the model with the longer hair has 8 inches of positive ease. Now, originally I thought I'll knit my size because I want something fitted. No, I don't. I have realised that I quite like wearing looser tops over t-shirts and tank tops and things like that, or, you know, vest tops or just underwear. So as you can see, originally I thought I'll do the small, but no, I'm doing the medium, which will give me between 5 and 5.5 inches of positive ease. So it'll be nice and floaty and loose, and I'll get a lot more wear out of it. I'm not sure yet if I'm going to add any sleeves, but what I am going to be doing is using more of the yarn and knitting it longer so it hits my jeans in the same way that my Soldotna crop did. So it is by Pip and Pin, and it's the Mount Pleasant. Pip and Pin, as in Pip and Pin. And it's the Mount Pleasant Tea. So I'm using my dark adrenaline colourway, which is this beauty. So it's mostly grey, but it's tonal grey, or variegated grey, and then it's got lots and lots of speckles, and it's absolutely beautiful. So that's one. And here's my other one, ready? Love them. I love them so much. So I'll put those down. And I'm partway through a round. I've not got a lot done. I am just starting the second lacy repeat at the bottom of the top. So if I spread that out like that, you'll be able to see, well, a little bit. Be able to see a little bit. So that is the first repeat done, and it's the first of 3, and then it goes into plain stockinette. And I have to say, as complicated as it might look in the picture, it's actually really not. And I'm loving it. I'm actually knitting on it. So I'm using some of my older needles. Now these are, what are these? They're Knit Picks Caspians. That's what the case is over there for the multi-set. And these are the US 4, which is size 3.5. And they are, oh, I can't show you, all different greens and teal and blue. Ta-da! They're very pretty. Now, these are the only needles I have that don't seem to have an issue at the moment. My carbons in this size, my new ones, the actual needle itself isn't connected to the metal hold piece. When I tighten it, it just keeps going round and round and round and round. And also the part where it connects to the cable itself doesn't bite. So I've got some really dud needles at the moment, and that now means that 6 of the 8 needle sizes in that kit, that set that I bought, are duds. Yeah. That's what it's come to these days, apparently. Now I'm tempted to try the, is it Leka needles? The ones that started out being driftwood or beechwood. to see what they're like, because I do enjoy knitting with wooden needles, and for some projects you need a good wooden needle to grip the yarn, and I like to have my lace work held while I'm working on it, because it's so easy to accidentally lose stitches in lace work, and it's a lot more difficult to go back and figure it out than it is, you know, just in stockinette or garter stitch or even cable work. Because lace work is lots of yarn overs and knit two togethers, etc. You know, if something drops down a few rows, it can be a bit of a pain to re-establish where you were. That's what I wanted to say. So, I'm on the hunt for a wooden needle set. So yes, right, I'm going to stab that in the cake. Now, I will put a marker where I am for this week. Now, at the moment on my knitting, my beginning of the round marker is my little spider. See, it's a little spider. Can you see that? There you go. And I'm using my UFO markers. And then my progress keeper on this one is Little Pumpkin, because it's only a few weeks to Halloween. I love Halloween. So this is going to be my progress marker. So I'll pop that back in the bag. So there we go. That is my Mount Pleasant. Now you can find all the details for the cowl in either the Curio Yarns group or the Yarn and Yarns Ravelry group. There will be prizes in both threads if you finish it. It runs from the Sunday the 1st September, so Sunday just gone, yeah, till Sunday the 1st of December. Now, it doesn't have to be the Mount Pleasant tea. It can be something similar, preferably fingering weight, but it has to be that sort of tea style. If you choose to make the sleeves longer or the body longer, that's fine, but the pattern should be similar to a sort of tea. So yeah, go and, you know, pick your stash and cast something on. Okay, so on Friday I had a VKM with a couple of you guys. So hello. And one of you said you could watch someone spinning for hours, didn't you? Yes. So during the VKM I stopped knitting and I started spinning because it gave me a really good excuse. So I have continued on my spindle spinning. There you go. Now the lights are coming from over there today, I do apologise. But it's on my filigree Golding Spindle that I got, oh, I want to say 3 or 4 years ago. And I absolutely love it. And this fibre is almost done. That's it, that's all I've got left. I'm not sure how much I had to start with, but this is going to be spun and used in something as part of the colour work, I suspect. Maybe my next Soldotna, if there's enough. This would be a nice colour to have with the black and grey, I feel. We'll see. So this fibre was a present for Christmas from my partner's parents, and I'm absolutely loving spinning it. It's really pretty. It's spinning very fast. It's so well blended. It's an absolute dream to draft. I just wish I knew the company because I love both the fibres that I've got from them. So yeah, so I did an hour spinning on this on Friday. So that is my spinning. I would like to try and get this finished this week. No promises. I never promise I'm going to finish anything because life changes and I'm busy. So I'll just pop that there. Right, I only did an hour on my Kiwi spinning wheel this week with the other mixed blend of fibre that I've got here. This is the linen blend. I'm not going to lift up my wheel because I've hurt my shoulder, but there's another inch or so on the bobbin at the moment. Right, so moving on to future spinning, future sewing. Project bags are coming to the shop. They were meant to have been in the shop already. No, I failed, sorry. So I've cut out some, and then I've got some more fabric here. So I am going to be making some fun ones for Halloween that I would use all year round, using this glistening cobweb fabric over black, maybe a couple over purple, we'll see. And then I've got this skull fabric, which originally I got to make myself something out of, and I still might be able to get something out of it once I've made a couple of project bags. I really like this one. And then I have got this cat fabric, which is actually cats and music notes. Now this is the same fabric. This one is just a cotton. The spiderweb is a sort of netting fabric. This is a heavyweight cotton canvas. So I made a dungaree dress out of this. I think it's the Cocoa by Tilling the Buttons, but it's these really cute cats and music, and oh, I love it. And so I'm going to be making some project bags out of this. And like I said last week on the show, there is this sheep fabric. Now there will be quite a few of these. I bought extra because it's beautiful fabric. It's again, it's a heavyweight cotton canvas. It is from Kuka fabric, so it's actually a Japanese fabric. But the designer is Ellen Baker. But sheep, I love sheep. So those are the fabrics that will be going into the project bags that I'll be working on over the next week or so. They will just randomly appear in the Etsy shop, Curio Yarns. So just keep checking back, because when I've finished each one, I will list it then, as opposed to just doing one big update. I will still be doing an update on Friday with the couple that I've already made, so this Friday, so tomorrow. But the majority of them will be going up over the next 7 days, and then I will do a batch on Friday, depending on, you know, for photographing them, etc. So, let's see, anything else? I'm not wearing my Soul Dot and Crop this week because I haven't woven in the ends. Bad me. I don't mind. It just, you know, teases me for a bit longer. But I will try and do that. So, that is about it for this week. It's been short and sweet. I have had a lot of things going on this week, and I'm very tired. But it's all worth it. So, yeah, go and check out the Etsy shop. Go and join the Ravelry thread. Please follow me on Instagram if you'd like to stay up to date. There is a link on Instagram if you'd like the newsletter. Please sign up to that, and you get previews of the yarn and anything that's going into the shop on the Thursday before it goes in on the Friday. If you like this podcast, please like and subscribe down below. Show notes will be found on Ravelry. I still haven't finished doing last week's. I must get around to doing that and put those up in the thread as well. So yeah, have a nice weekend, and I will see you all here next week. enjoy your knitting. Bye.